Now, folks, I've been reading all your comments, and I just want to let you know that I booked an appointment at the pet store to get a trim. In the meantime, Trisha Paytas goes off on Gabbie Hannah, Drew Gooden apologizes, Danny Gonzalez apologizes, and Doja Cat drops James Charles. By the way, folks, I found the most nostalgic game ever. It's the Blockbuster Simulator, which comes with the very exclusive Smell-O-Vision, because there's nothing like the smell of the inside of a Blockbuster. Irrelevant news. Justin Bieber got dreadlocks, and Twitter has a lot of thoughts about it.
Justin Bieber dreaded his hair. I'm gonna throw up.
Folks, I am so incredibly sad by our generation. Justin Bieber just wanted to pull off a Nikita Dragon. Why can't people let Justin pull off a Nikita Dragon in peace?
Y'all, Justin Bieber locked his hair. This is my worst nightmare, OFMG.
Your worst nightmare yet, because just wait until every influencer under the sun starts doing this. Then the world will turn into one big Burning Man festival. And now for something mildly related, Vampire Diaries star Paul Wesley responded to questions about Madison beer.
Never had that beer, but I like beer. I like most beer. Although lately I haven't been drinking as much beer because I'm trying to cut it out.
You gotta appreciate method actors like Paul Wesley who refuse to break character even when they're not on set, because folks, if this isn't an honest mistake, that he is literally thinking about drinking Madison beer. And speaking of absolutely insane ideas, Elon Musk pitched sending humans to Mars.
Yeah, going to Mars reads like that ad for Shackleton going to the Antarctic. You know, it's dangerous, it's uncomfortable, it's a long journey. You might not, come back alive.
That sounds absolutely amazing, folks. Where can I sign up? I've got a death wish.
But it's a glorious adventure, and it'll be amazing, an amazing experience.
And your name will go in history.
Yes, you might die. And it's going to be uncomfortable, and you probably won't have good food, and all these things,
Jeez, Elon, ease up on the selling. You've already got me in. All you got to do is build the ship, and I'm out of here.
And you still have thousands of volunteers, if not millions of volunteers who would want to go.
I mean, honestly, a bunch of people probably will die in the beginning. It's tough sledding over there,
This guy just knows how to roll out the charm, huh? And speaking of rolling out the charm, Big Ed from 90 Day Fiancé.
Hey, pumpkin, peaches. You tasted like a peach last night.
Isn't it amazing to see a man at work with a unique skill of making hundreds of thousands of people instantly throw up in their mouths?
Last night was off the charts. We started snuggling. And we started to kiss, and she is so beautiful and soft.
He knows because he tried to actually take a bite out of her like the Hannibal Lecter that he is.
Did you guys have sex?
Okay, so, yeah, I mean, we made love all night.
Thank you for letting us know. Please delete my memory.
That was great last night, by the way. Mm-hmm. Both times.
Oh, dear Lord.
We did it about twice.
You better get that right, folks. They didn't do it once, they didn't do it twice, they did it about twice, which means they basically lost count between 1 and 2.
I never had anyone take over and make love to me in my life. It will go down in Big Ed history.
Hey, shout out to Big Ed for finally having something he can write down in his history.
I wanted bun. Will you do my bun?
It is a bun.
Oh, it is? Oh, wow, okay.
You gotta hand it to Big Ed, folks. There are very few adults in the world who have absolutely no idea how to use a mirror.
This is really good. Yeah. It was a good night.
My heart fills with joy that everything went so well for Big Ed and Liz, folks.
Is he a good kisser?
I had to teach him how to kiss.
Here's the deal, folks. Most men have no idea how to kiss, especially when they're like Big Ed, in their 50s and divorced. Maybe that's why he got divorced.
So I feel like I have to train him to do a lot of things, but we laughed about it.
Well, at least they laughed about it, folks, because, the other option is crying, and you don't really want to spend a night crying in bed with the person that you're supposed to be falling in love with.
I'm probably the first person in history to be able to break out of the friend zone.
Hey, good for Big Ed using a television show to get out of the friend zone. I'm sure she feels the same way.
This is really good. Yeah.
You can literally feel her pain through the screen. And in other news, Drew Gooden apologized for all tweets.
So a few of you have been reaching out to me about a really tweet I made in 2016, and I just want to publicly address it and apologize for it. I used to think that edgy jokes were funny.
Well, who doesn't think that edgy jokes are funny now? I mean, who doesn't love content that ages like milk?
And I tried to make a joke that frankly doesn't make sense. There's no punchline. It's just two offensive stereotypes back to back. I am baffled that I ever thought this was funny. This is the laziest form of comedy that there is, and I'm so sorry for making such a stupid, insensitive tweet.
I can't believe this, folks. Drew Gooden is leaving edgy humor behind. Doesn't he know that it's absolutely hilarious to say completely racist things just for the sake of saying it? And I'm confident to say this because all the 13-year-old edgelords back me up on this. And if there's someone who knows right from wrong, it's a 13-year-old edgelord.
I'm sorry to the Asian community and specifically to Asian fans of mine who saw this and felt betrayed. These aren't the type of jokes that I like to make. I don't think this kind of humor is funny, and I never want to say anything that is hurtful to a group of people. That's not the type of content that I want to put out into the world.
When did the internet become so soft where people actually care about the impact that they have on other people? When are we gonna go back to the old internet where we tear each other down just for the sake of destroying the world? Because it's so fun to play out traumas online.
I want to make people laugh and feel good, and this type of shit does the opposite, because not only is it not funny, but using these lazy stereotypes is harmful to the Asian community. There's way too much of that going on in the world already, and I hate that I ever contributed to that because I thought I was just making an edgy joke.
I am personally disgusted to see people evolve and actually grow a conscience, empathy for other people. Thinking about others is not something that we should do as creators. Unless you want a better world. If that's the case, then go ahead. Be a goody two-shoes. In the meantime, don't mind me. I'm just gonna sit here and wallow in my own toxicity.
But I also understand that I made a mistake, and it's not up to me to tell you how to feel about it or expect you to forgive me. I just wanted to genuinely apologize because I'm really ashamed of myself for this, and I'm sorry for letting you guys down.
Apology not accepted. Even though it is not my apology to accept, I will personally take the charge and refuse it on everybody's behalf. I'm a cat in a Minecraft house. I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. And in somewhat related news, Danny Gonzalez also apologized for saying something bad.
A couple weeks ago, I got a DM from somebody that was about one of my videos that I posted a few years ago. In the video, I used a for Mexican people, the beast.
Why can't people just be edgy their entire lives? Don't they want to not have a career?
So I just want to address it to more than one person because originally I just DM'd back the person that sent me the video and said it made them uncomfortable, and I apologized. But if anybody else saw that video and was uncomfortable by it, I'm very sorry. I should not have been using that word.
Apology not accepted. Again, folks, I refuse every apology that's ever thrown my way for everything because I just prefer to be an unforgiving person. As a result, some people have said that I will be alone for the rest of my life, and while that may be true right now, only time will tell.
For context, it was, in the video, I was talking about Jake Paul, who had recently come under fire for calling two of the Mexican members of the Team 10 house that word. So I was saying, this is Jake Paul, the guy who used that word against those people. So
thankfully, the beacon of hope and righteousness that is Jake Paul will never apologize for saying those terms. And that gives me hope that our society can get worse. And in other news, Trisha Paytas shaded Gabbie Hanna.
When he sent someone friendly text 5 years ago, so they use that as proof that you're best friends. But then 4 years ago, they spread a rumor you have incurable STDs, so you make a video telling them you don't like them. But they have text from 2016 that they won't let go of to prove.
Wait, they're not friends? Well, this has been quite the journey so far, folks. I wonder what the audio of that TikTok said.
I don't really like you.
I don't like you at all.
Really?
Yeah. But I think you're like funny, and I think you're like a charming person. We're face to face, so I'm being nice to you, but like.
The plot thickens.
To anyone holding on to text messages and DMs from 5 years ago.
They're still talking about Gabbie, right? Right? I feel like I missed something. I don't want to miss anything.
Whoa. I knew this would get a rise out of you, but still, you really are obsessed, aren't you? Kitten.
Expect 100 tweets, 55 TikToks, and 36 Instagram stories from Gabbie tomorrow.
I think you're fat. Yeah, it's just my opinion. I'm not bullying you. I'm just giving you a opinion. I think you're ugly. I think you're fat. I think you're stupid.
How dare Trisha use an audio of Gabbie that aged so poorly? Disgusting that the past dares to exist. Right, Gabbie?
I wish I could harass harass people the way they harass me, but my audience doesn't care about them the way their audience cares about me.
Well, good for Gabbie that her audience doesn't care about the people that she wants to stop talking about. Maybe it'll give her a reason to stop talking about the very people that she wants to stop talking about. And in other news, Doja Cat dumped James Charles by unfollowing him on Instagram this less than a week after she unfollowed him on Twitter. Thankfully, we'll always have the memories. Now, palate cleanser. Anyway, defenders, make sure you like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you like, will be another good day on the internet. Tell me in the comments down below what do you think I want to know. Check out these videos right here. They're good too. Make sure to wash your hands, taking the vaccine, and staying away from stupid people. Have an amazing day, defenders. I love all of you. Peace.